Hey, what's up, VC? Joachim here. I hope everybody's doing well. Today, I'm gonna share with you 15 punk albums that came out between 1977 1979. The big majority of these are pretty well known. There's not much to say about it that hasn't been said. However, I'm gonna give my 2 cents because there's always this chance that someone that is now getting into punk rock, maybe there's a kid somewhere out there that will can use this video as a resource to expand, let's put it that way. So let's start this. I hope that I'm gonna go through this pretty quick because, as I said, they're pretty well known. First one up on Epic Records, 1977, Vibrators, Pure Mania. Fantastic record, like high energy punk rock, super well played, great rock and roll vibe to it. It's fantastic. For some reason, not familiar with it, check it out. Songs such as Yeah, Sweet Sweetheart, Wreck on You, Weeps and Furs. Great record. Next we have from 1978 on Beggar's Banquet, The Lurkers, Full and Fall Out. Great band. It aligns with that UK 77 punk sound. A little bit more punk rock, pub rock feel to it, but it's fantastic. Songs such as Ain't Got a Clue, I Don't Need to Tell Her, Total War, Shadow, Self Destruct makes this album a perfect 77 punk album. Fantastic, check it out. Lurkers, till this day, they still play. However, it's a different incarnation of the band. Is with Arturo, which is in England is a pretty well-known character. He used to play in a cowpunk band called Blueberry Ale Bellies. Yeah, check them out. It's a band from the 80s. They're funny, they're goofy, but they're good. So, next, classic Belgian punk from 1978 on Philips record, The Kids. This is not the Philips record, this is a reissue on Havoc. This, I don't know, probably 2005, around that time. This is just fantastic. High energy rock and roll. Great bass lines, and on top of that, when you listen to this, you will not believe that this guy here, the bass player, was a 12-year-old kid. That's why they are the kids. Fantastic. An absolute classic. Next one up. 1978 on Pogo Records. Suburban Studs. This is just fantastic. Again, in the same vein of the records that I've been showing. 77 UK punk. Great cover of My Generation by The Who. It's probably the best Who My Generation cover that I ever listened to. At least that aligns with my personal music taste. Suburban Studs, great. Next one up, 1977 on Harvest Records. Wire, Pink Flag. This is fantastic. It's kind of, if punk rock songs were meant to be short, these guys here right. It's just raw, fast, short, objective. It's amazing, you know. It's the only, in my opinion, it's the only Wire punk album. Everything else I will not categorize as punk. I think is more like, I don't know, new post-punk or no wave, whatever you want to call it. But this is a flawless early punk rock album. Next, we hailing from New York, Dictators. Their third album, Blood Brothers. The only reason I decided to show this one is because it's the one that features the song "Stay With Me," which is an anthem. Absolutely fantastic. So check it out, Dictators, Blood Brothers, Stay With Me. Great. Next, Sham 69, 1978 on Polydor. Tell us the truth. Even though this is one side is live, the other side is studio. This is my favorite Sham 69 record by far. Studio side, it's great. Yes, two of my favorite songs by them, A Little Rich Boy and What About the Lonely, which is such an amazing song. But the live side, it's a banger. Songs such as We Gotta Fight, Rip Off, They Don't Understand, and Warsaw Breakout. This is fantastic. I know those 77 punk purists, sometimes they bash on Sham 69. There's this idea that they open doors to hooligans to embrace the movement, and with that came commotion that disturbed the Cool Kids Club. I don't give a shit about that. I think punk is all about disturbing. So Sham 69 for life. Next one up, fabulous record. This is from 1978 on Pogo Records. Even though it's not the Pogo Records, it's not the same label that Suburban Studs came out. This is Pogo Records Unlimited. Many times referred to as the first Dutch punk album. This is Ivy Green, their self-titled from 1978. All I can say about this is you have to listen to this if you're not familiar with it, because it's a masterpiece. It's fast, raw, well played. It's like these guys, when they decided to start the band and record an album, they meant business. It's absolutely fantastic. It's a masterpiece, in my opinion. Next one up, 1978, Barton Records, The Depressions. This is great. Same, UK, 77, punk. I think early Stranglers fans will love this. I will say this as like it's a little bit more fast-paced than the Stranglers, but he has a Stranglers feel, but tougher than the Stranglers. Look at that. Look at this dude. Tougher. Next one up. Ruts, 1970. The hell, I didn't write these down. 1979 on Virgin, The Crack, their debut. This is another masterpiece. This is extremely well played, and again a pretty well known record. So tunes: Babylon's Burning, Something That I Said, Savage Circle, Criminal Mind, Out of Order. This is great. This is like I think the Ruts, they're likely to be heavily the Clash influenced, but they deliver a punk rock with a more rock and roll, Archer. They had more punch than the Clash, in my opinion. It's a fantastic record. Well, classic, 1979 on Rough Trade. Belfast Heroes, Stiff Little Fingers, Inflammable Material. What to say about Stiff Little Fingers? What's more punk than speak against what you witness every day when you live in a war zone? Perfect album. All anthems. Classic. 1977 on Sinus Music. This is not original either. This is from came out on Belgium Waffles. I don't know the year, maybe 10 years ago, something like that. Hubble Bubble. Uh, this was the beginning of Plastic Bertrand career. This record, it's weird. Let's put it that way, but weird in a good way. It's like weirdos making weird punk, and it seems like when these guys were recording this record, they were all over the place, and it sounds like the sound engineer, he was all over the place as well. So if you start listening to this record, you know, please do yourself a favor and listen to the record fully, because like the musicianship throughout the record, the quality of the recording, everything shifts so abruptly out of nowhere, and among these 8 and 7, 15 songs, there's absolute gems in here. And also there's a early version of Pogo Pogo, if not the first version of Pogo Pogo. Hubble Bubble. Next one up, a record that I absolutely love. And I forgot another one. Sorry about this, I forgot this one because I was listening to it earlier today. So, The Drones, Further Temptations. This is our original pressing. This is a reissue on Get Back. This has got to be mid-90s. The original came out in 77 on Valor Records. This got to be, I don't know, I'll say 94, maybe 96, no more than that. Yeah, this is absolutely fantastic. Has these dirty, distorted guitars throughout the record, playing this high energy rock and roll. It's a flawless punk rock album. Highly recommend it. Next one up, the record that I was listening to today, and I'm glad that it was recorded in the 70s so I could add this record to this list. This is early first wave French punk. This record is Shooter is flawless. It's a masterpiece top to bottom. You don't even need to know one French word to absolutely be blown away by this record. It's fantastic. They have a vast discography, but right after this record they shift into a more new wave-ish route, totally apart from this. This is fantastic. It's my hands down my favorite early French punk album, hands down. Check these out. If you're not in the mood to listen a full French punk album, listen to the song Betsy Party, and that probably will push you to listen to the full record. Fantastic. And last but not least, another classic from Belfast, The Outcasts, Self-Conscious Over You. Great. This record, if it was made today, probably wouldn't be allowed to be pressed because some of the lyrics are not PC at all. Check it out. Self-Conscious Over You, You're a Disease, The Cops Are Coming. Fantastic. The reason why I'm showing this record is not just because it's a fantastic record, but is also to leave out here a recommendation. Check out the movie Good Vibrations. It's kind of like a biopic of the birth of the Belfast label Good Vibrations. Terry Yuli's story is really great. It came out maybe within the last, I don't know, I don't know, 4 5 years. It's just a great movie. It's a great introduction to Irish punk, and it's super entertaining. It features Outcasts, Rudy, Protext, Undertones. It's just great. I hope you guys have a good week, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.